We're here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming to Sonny's BBQ, you guys. I am super excited. Our first barbecue review here on Fast Food Pit Stops. Let's go in and check out what they got going on for us. Hi there, do you guys have the new redneck egg rolls here?
Yes, we do.
All right, let me get an order of those, and I also want to get your pulled pork platter, and for my two side, the coleslaw, let me get the barbecue beans, please.
Okay, anything else?
You know what, I'm sorry, can I add a sweet tea with that as well?
You sure can.
Okay, thank you. Welcome everybody to an all-new Fast Food Pit Stops. I'm your host Justin, coming at you from Greenville, South Carolina. Today we're checking out Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue. Now this is the real deal, you guys. This is my first barbecue review on the channel, and barbecue is a quintessential staple to the South. I actually had to drive an hour and a half to get here. That's how good the barbecue is. And they're in several states here in the South. I wanted to come down here and check out the classic pulled pork platter. And Sonny's smokes all their barbecue in-house. Pulled pork is smoked for at least 12 hours. It comes with two sides and either a choice of garlic bread or cornbread. So my two sides I chose are their classic barbecue baked beans, which hopefully are infused with a little bit of meat. For my second side, chose the coleslaw. The other thing I'm going to be trying, and I'm really excited about, is their brand new redneck egg rolls. And these are an egg roll that they've taken and they've stuffed with some of their smoked pulled pork, coleslaw, and jack cheese mix. Topped it off with a sweet iced tea. This meal, a little bit expensive, and I picked up a menu here. Here they have all sorts of selections. You can get full racks of ribs, dry rub, Carolina style, you know, brisket, pulled pork, barbecue chicken, ribs, shrimp, pork three ways, family feast. You guys, I'm gonna have to move. The total though on this came out to $21.86 because of the platter, the egg rolls, and the drink. Let's go ahead and start pulling some of this stuff out. Redneck egg rolls. Now they were so lazy they didn't want to even cut these. And it's supposed to come with a like a smoky ranch sauce, and they have neglected to give me that ranch sauce. I'll be right back, you guys. Hang on. That took over 10 minutes to go walk in and have them cut these egg rolls in half and to get my sauce for me. So let's try this again. Here is what redneck egg rolls are supposed to look like when you actually cut them and they don't look like a humongous cannoli. And then this is the smoky ranch dip, which the waitress was rattled that she had to go make this for me. So I have no idea what's in it. Doesn't even look that great. You tell me. What does that look like? Does that look like a smoky ranch dip, or does that look like somebody that took two sauces in the back of a back room, mixed them together, and handed it to me? Not too happy with that. I'm not even gonna try this sauce just because they were giving me an attitude and it looks like crap. But the egg rolls, however, oh, look at these things. There's pulled pork inside of there, coleslaw, and they're supposed to be like a jack cheese. And they're nice and warm. They feel really good. I'm ready to go ahead and get it started, sans the sauce. Oh, like no other egg roll you've ever had. They are absolutely packed with pulled pork. There's pork just coming out of these things. And this is gonna give me an idea of what the pork is actually gonna taste like that I got, because it's the same kind of pulled pork right off the pork shoulder, smoked for 12 hours. Oh my gosh, these things are so good, you guys. Look at that. I didn't mean to sound so negative about these egg rolls, but there's nothing that irks me more than paying so much for a meal only to get out to the car or get home, you know, and it not be done right. That's just laziness. And they weren't that busy in there either. Look at just the big chunks, you guys. Look, I gotta put this down. Just the pulled pork. I'm gonna pull some of this back here. Look at that. Hear it? Hear the cracking, the crispiness. Look. Oh, look at that. You got the coleslaw going on. You got the pulled pork action. You got that nice crispy outside shell, fried up, golden delicious. Oh, that is heaven in a wrapper. They were $6.29 for that appetizer. And so for $6.29, I mean, you get, you know, 6 of these things. They're as big as a log. They're huge. For the two sides, we did get the coleslaw and the barbecue baked beans. If it's the same recipe that I remember as a kid, you know, it should be infused with some kind of meat. Oh man, it already smells good. Look at that. Big old piece of garlic toast, garlic bread. It's kind of soft. It's got that crispy sort of outer crust going on, buttery. And look at the nice, generous portion of pulled pork here. Wow. But I did get get the sweet sauce. Looks like they've got it in this little to-go packet. And they also have the smoky barbecue sauce. And thankfully, they do give you a fork and napkin. So let's go ahead and crack into this thing. And the coleslaw, and it's a mayonnaise base versus like a vinegar base. Let's go ahead and take a look here right in the sunshine. It's nice and cold. Cabbage and carrots and mayonnaise. There's a little bit of pepper in there, some salt, and that's pretty much what makes up coleslaw. Really good if you've never had it. Very traditional in the South to have coleslaw with barbecue, make it into a sandwich. Very common to see a barbecue pork sandwich where they stack the pork on top of the bun or the bread and put the coleslaw on top, a little bit of sauce, stack it together and just eat it. Let's go ahead and try this coleslaw. Just like I remember, really good. They use kind of a light mayonnaise in this. Looks real good. It'd be great on a sandwich. We're gonna try the barbecue baked beans. Oh yeah, I can already see the meat. I can smell it. Look at these things. Now I'm getting excited about these. Enough of the coleslaw. This looks good right there. It's like chunks of meat in these things. Smoky barbecue baked beans. There's bacon, sausage, pulled pork, I'm sure beef brisket, who knows. A lot of their trimmings, leftovers, or renderings. Really great. It's time to go ahead and break into this pulled pork entree. This is gonna bring me back to my childhood. I haven't had Sonny's since I was a teenager living in Florida. Look at the portion of meat here. I almost feel gluttonous. I didn't realize it was so much. I mean, look, it takes up almost the entire tray. It's huge. It looks so good, right? Oh, and it smells good. It smells fresh. They're using a pork shoulder, a little chunky end right there. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. That melt in that mouth effect I was talking about, really, it just kind of just goes right in. Look how tender. Look at that. So that's all they do. They take the pork butt or the pork shoulder and they'll slow cook it. And in this case, they slow cook it, they smoke it for up to 12 hours in-house, and then they pull it. So they actually take, either with their fingers, or I'm sure they have some kind of a tool or something to do it with. And what you end up with is kind of this stringy, nice, chunky, tender, juicy, delicious pork pieces. Oh my God, that was really good. This is what people talk about when they talk about barbecue, and they talk about especially Southern barbecue. I mean, this is the epitome of it. It's really, really nice. And to be able to come to a franchise like this, not a mom and pop store, and kind of get that consistent quality is really good. I mean, this is what it's about. It's not about the egg rolls. Sometimes it's about the sauce. Okay, a lot of times it's about the sauce. But really, when it comes down to it, the quality of the meat's gonna be indicative of how good the actual restaurant is. Little piece of gristle there. When you're dealing with a humongous piece of pork coming out of a smoker, little pieces might get caught up in there. No bones, though, of course. Let's try a little piece of this garlic bread. That nice thick garlic toast, buttery, garlicky. It's really good. This is the same toast that they'll use to like stack and make a sandwich with. I think they used to give like 2 pieces with a platter. I don't know if that changed or if they just shorted me here. It's been many years since I've been to a Sonny's. Probably about 15 years. Look, I'm gonna take another bite of this pulled pork. I don't even have to work to chew it, you guys. A couple of bites, it's melted. I mean, my mouth, it feels like a stick of butter almost in my mouth, just because it's so, it's not just greasy. I mean, certainly it is oily, but not in the bad sense. I mean, it's juicy. That's what you want to see in the pork. You want that fat. That fat is supposed to be there for a reason. It renders down in the smoking process. It is lean because you're getting a lot of the fat clippings off, but inside of all this, there is some fat in there. This is one of the leaner cuts of pork that they use here. It's so good. Myself, look how much I've eaten, you guys. These egg rolls are stuffed with their pulled pork, which is what I also just sampled right there, jack cheese, and their coleslaw, and wrapped up in these big old egg roll rolls here, served with some kind of crazy sauce made in the back of a bathroom that we're not going to try, but we did go ahead and check out these egg rolls. I'm going to give one more bite and give my review. I mean, look. Just huge chunk of that smoked, that pulled pork. These are just really just bomb. I'm not a redneck, but these egg rolls are making my mouth wreck. They're that good. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Bad news, we had a camera fail on the video review. Thankfully, we got through about 95% of it. I didn't want to leave this video hanging after that 3-hour round trip drive to check out Sonny's Barbecue today to try the redneck egg rolls and also their pulled pork platter. I went ahead and gave the rating on both of those an 8. And I thought they were both pretty good, pretty decent. We did get most of the quality content. I apologize, and I'll work better in the future on making sure we don't have any hardware failures so that we don't lose any content. I'm your host, Justin. Thanks for checking out another Fast Food Pit Stops here from my car. Nope, we're in my house tonight. but I will be back for more fast food reviews. Bye, everybody.